Welcome everyone to Game 3 of Adam playing Rug Control versus Clint playing Black Red Vampires. Adam lost the last game, so he chooses to go first. Adam lays down a Raging Ravine and passes the turn. Clint lays down a Verdant Catacombs for the turn. Adam plays an island for his turn, leaving lands open for possible mana leak, and passes. On Adam's end step, Clint cracks his Verdant Catacombs for a swamp. During his turn, Clint plays another swamp and passes to Adam. Adam plays Lotus Cobra and drops a forest. Clint waits until the end of Adam's turn to play Go for the Throat, targeting the Cobra. On Clint's turn, he casts Dark Tutelage and passes the turn back to Adam. Adam just drops a mountain and passes. Clint reveals a Viscera Seer, losing 1 life. He then casts a Bloodghast and passes the turn. Adam plays a mountain and taps it and 3 other lands to animate his Raging Ravine. He then swings at Clint with it, taking him down to 15 and putting a +1/+1 counter on the Ravine. On Clint's turn, he reveals a Burst Lightning from the top of his library. He then casts a Viscera Seer and sacks his Bloodghast to it to scry 1. He then lays down a Lava Claw Reaches, returning Bloodghast back to the battlefield, and passes. Adam lays down a Misty Rainforest and casts Arc Trail, shooting Clint's Bloodghast and Viscera Seer. In response, Clint sacrifices them both and scries, keeping the top card of his library on the top. At the beginning of Clint's turn, he reveals Verdant Catacombs from the top of his library and draws. Clint casts Bloodghast, sets down a Verdant Catacombs to return his other Bloodghast to the battlefield. At Clint's end step, Adam cracks his Misty Rainforest and searches up an island. On Adam's turn, he plays and sacks a Scalding Tarn to find a mountain. He then casts Whip Flare to clear the board and attacks with his Raging Ravine, but Clint destroys it with a Go for the Throat. At Adam's end step, Clint sacks a Verdant Catacombs to find a swamp and returns his Bloodghasts back to the field. Clint reveals a Dragonskull Summit at the beginning of his upkeep. He then plays the Dragonskull Summit and swings with his Bloodghasts. Post-combat, Clint casts Colostria Highborn and passes the turn. Adam sets down an island and shoots Colostria Highborn with Lightning Bolt, and as Highborn goes to the graveyard, Clint plays 1 black to trade life totals with Adam. Then Adam plays Whip Flare to clear the board of Bloodghasts and passes. Clint reveals Vampire Lacerator from the top, going to 14. He shoots Adam with Burst Lightning for 2 and lays down a swamp, once more returning his Bloodghasts to the field. Clint then plays a 3rd Bloodghast and swings into Adam for 6. On Adam's turn, he top decks and casts a Slag Storm, once again putting Clint's Bloodghasts in the graveyard. Clint reveals Pulse Tracker from the top. Clint is able to play a Blackleaves Cliffs and return 3 Hasty Bloodghasts to the field. He animates Lava Claw Reaches for good measure and swings for the game and the match.